Hi there, welcome to White Label Expo and welcome to this, a presentation by myself, Devan Jordan. I'm the owner of FA Prep UK, as which you can see on the screen. This is an e-commerce prep centre and I'm just going to be talking to you a bit today about how and why you should be outsourcing the prep within your e-commerce business. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself to you. So like I've said, my name's Devan Jordan. I'm 23 years old and I started selling on Amazon 3 years ago. So when I was 20 years old, we started our e-commerce journey. But FA Prep UK, which is the business that I'm currently running now, we started that around 2 years ago. So a year selling into Amazon, we decided that we wanted to help other sellers prep and outsource the prep within their business. Before I started all of this, I worked in retail, I worked in customer services, so I've worked at Tesco, I've worked at Wren Kitchens, I've worked at these kind of places where customer service is really key. And I knew that once I started selling on an e-commerce site like Amazon, I wanted to then somehow make it more customer service based, that I wasn't dealing with someone just over a computer. I wanted to then take it person to person, which is exactly what FA Prep UK is. So I've met quite a few of our clients. I speak to them on the phone on a daily basis. We have a Slack channel, and this is why I'm enjoying this business much more in customer service. I'm obsessed with customer service and brand reputation first and foremost. So I'm really happy to see, and you'll see later on, that FA Prep UK has a very, very good brand reputation. I'm obsessed with making sure that our clients are very, very happy with the service that we offer. And if they're not, I ensure that I change things and make sure that they are happy. So now let's talk more about how we started in the e-commerce world. So we had a business which was selling on Amazon, like I've mentioned, and this was our first business. When I say our, I mean myself and my grandmother. So my grandmother invested in me when I was at university. So I was at university for a year and a half. And in my second year, we started selling on Amazon just a tiny bit. We wasn't really taking it very seriously. We just wanted to kind of see what this Amazon FBA was and kind of where we could take it. And within 3/4 of a year, this is something that I was starting to see results for, and I was really enjoying compared to my university degree. So my university degree, I was really falling out of love with. I wasn't enjoying the university experience. I was traveling back every weekend to bring stock home so that we could then prep up and then send to Amazon ourselves. And so after 3/4 of a year, through my second year at university, I decided to leave. I made the big decision to quit university and have a real good go at this business. Now, I didn't just go full shoot into the business. Like I say, I had a job at Wren Kitchens. That was when I came out of university, a full-time job, and I did the Amazon selling around that. Any money I got from the Wren Kitchens, I would use to invest in the business. And we kind of took it from there. So over 2 full years of selling on Amazon, we managed to sell well over £500,000 worth in goods. And this was all from a living room. To see £500,000 in sales was unbelievable. You don't even think about a number like that, especially managing to get a number like that from your living room. Now the living room then became the living room in the kitchen. The living room in the kitchen became the whole of the downstairs. And then it just became pretty much wherever we could find space within my grandmother's house. This meant, unfortunately, that the house was no longer a house and it was now a workspace. So we decided late through 2018, nearly 2 years into the business starting, that we needed a space. We spent quite a few months looking, but we was running out of time because we was coming up to Q4. Now, if you don't know what Q4 is the last 3 months of the year, and this is known as a retail extravaganza because you're coming up to Christmas and everybody's buying Christmas presents. Now, this also means that the stock that we would be selling would have shifted from grocery, health and beauty, small products, going on to toys, which are much larger products. Now, this wasn't possible to store all these larger products inside my nana's house. So it was kind of on a timer as to how quick can we get this space sorted before Q4 starts. And we managed to secure it in September, just 1 month before Q4 started. We got ourselves 1,000 square foot. And when we moved in, the nana's house that was full suddenly looked really small inside a 1,000 square foot warehouse, and we was a bit worried that we had took on more than we could chew. However, we had a great Q4, and within just 6 months the warehouse was starting to fill, and we decided that not just ourselves was going to be operating out here, that I then wanted to help out some people I knew that were struggling with time, and I could help prep for them from our base here in the warehouse. Now, this was where FA Prep UK was born. We started out helping some sellers I knew. One was a friend. He would be at university, simply buy the products, send them to us, and we prep and pack them, ship them to Amazon. He wouldn't have to see the practical products at all. He would just simply purchase them online and then see the sales for that item. From there, I had quite a good Instagram following due to helping people out and showing my journey along the e-commerce side. And then we managed to get quite a few more sellers that I knew through Instagram and Facebook groups. And we built kind of a portfolio of clients that we was kind of getting a reputation with. From there, I decided to create a website, which is now faprepuk.com. And I've been improving that website ever since we started it, and it's getting better and better. Once the website was created, we wanted to look for partners that we could then reach out to more sellers. So we've got some partners on board now, and we've now managed to get well over 60 clients, and hundreds of thousands of products have been shipped from our base here in Scunthorpe. So speaking of our website, I produced a video recently to put onto the website which kind of explains our service. I just wanted to show that to you guys as well. So I'm going to clip that in here and hope you enjoy.
I've been working with Devan and the guys over in Scunthorpe since about February 2019. At the time we were sending something like 50 to 100 units in every month to the different prep centre. We now send about 6,000 units a month in with Devan and the guys in FA Prep. Definitely the best thing I've noticed about the service is the ease of use. They take away all the small little irritating tasks off you and allow you to focus on the long-term vision of their business, finding new suppliers and really increasing your volumes. Even with everything going on over the last few months with coronavirus, they managed to deal with the massive volume increase and even help me try out a bit of merchant fulfilled. Overall, they've been a pleasure to work with, and I definitely look forward to growing with Devan and the guys for the years to come.
So that is FA Prep UK and a bit about what we do, a bit about myself. Now we're going to move on to the wider subject of e-commerce as a whole. Now, if you've never heard of the word e-commerce and you've simply just started and you're taking an interest, or if you have heard of e-commerce but you're not really sure kind of what branches there is with it, allow me to just name a few. So you've got Amazon FBA, which is what we started with. You've got Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, which is where you as the seller ship the goods to the customer rather than send it to Amazon's warehouse and they ship the goods. Then we've got eBay, which is very similar to Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, where the seller ships goods to customers. You've got Etsy, which is another one that's very similar. You ship goods to the customers directly. You've got your own website, whether it be Shopify, WooCommerce, Squarespace, anything like this, where you simply have created your own e-commerce site. You've got your own payment system, you've got your own shipping details, and it does all from one website rather than a third party. And then you've got brand clothing or merchandise if you've got some sort of brand going on. Now there are many more versions of e-commerce. E-commerce has come on leaps and bounds since the whole COVID situation. People are buying online a lot more. E-commerce was huge before, but now with us all kind of being stuck in our own spaces, online shopping is huge. So I don't think it's too late to get involved in e-commerce. It is never too late because something like this could just be on the horizon, which takes it to another level. So now we're going to narrow down a bit more into e-commerce and we're going to go to what we deal with, which is the prep within the e-commerce. So what kind of prep needs doing when you run a business online? This can be very simple or very complex, but the end goal is preparing goods that are suitable for when your customer receives them through their door. Now this could be something like if you've got a bottle of shampoo, it needs polybagging, or if you've got some merchandise that needs to be in a branded packaging. This could be an Amazon FBA label, this could be a thank you for shopping with us label, this could be a insert or a tag that takes them to your store. This could be a box if you want to deliver your goods in letterbox packaging or larger boxes. And alongside the prep, obviously you've got the storage and the shipping of that as well, which we also deal with. So let's move on to what we offer. Now, like I've just said, storage. We offer unlimited storage to our clients. We are ever expanding our warehouse spaces. So if you ever want your items storing, we just simply charge per cubic meter, and it's a very simple charging system where you can store your goods in our space without having to worry about looking after them yourself. We're fully insured, So any goods that are stored on our premises are insured. So we also offer any prep for Amazon FBA. So Amazon FBA is very large at the moment, and that is the main bulk of our clients are Amazon FBA sellers. So we can offer any prep within Amazon FBA, whether it be polybags, bubble wrap, bundling, labeling, anything like that. Anything you can think of that prepares your goods ready to be sent to Amazon, which then sends to the customer, we can do that. You've then got eBay and Etsy, whether they be just a simple mailing bag or you wanted inserts and tags like I've spoken about, we can prepare them for you. And finally, you've got pick and packs for your e-commerce shop. So you can send a full pallet of your goods here, and then when an order comes in, we simply pick it, pack it, and send it to the customer. Now, like I spoke about at the beginning of this video, I am very, very big on customer service. So I like to make sure that we're offering personal assistance, first and foremost, with all our clients. So no matter how large our client base will get, I always want that personal touch to be there. I don't want you to have to speak to a machine, get a mundane answer, and not really get your problem solved. It'll always be myself or one of the other client managers that speak to you on a one-to-one basis. If you need to ring us, you can ring us. We have a live chat on our website where you're not speaking to a robot, you're speaking to a person, one of us here in the base. We have affordable pricing. We ensure that we're always reviewing our pricing system to make sure we are at the best. We have, like I've said with the chat, great communication. You can ring us at any time. Like I've said with myself being massive on customer service, I like to make sure that any client wants to get hold of us can. So with the live chat that runs all day, it comes straight through to my phone if we're out of business hours. And exactly the same with our landline number, it goes to my mobile phone outside of business hours, so you should never ever go without communication. We have fast processing. We can process your goods within 24 to 48 hours if it be Amazon FBA, or if you're pick and pack, the item will have been picked, packed and shipped within 24 hours. And we also like to say ourselves, as well as many of our clients have said, it is a very easy to use service, and with us always reviewing our service and asking for feedback of our current clients, we're always making it better. So why would you outsource your prep? Well, there's three main reasons, and that is to create space. Like I mentioned with us working out of my nana's house, if you don't really want to take on the management of a warehouse and staff and bills, then you can create space quite easily, get your house back to normal, send all your goods to us, and we will take care of that for you. Create freedom. So rather than taking up all your time, polybagging, bubble wrapping, focusing on customer shipping, having to deal with equipment, storage, anything like that, you will get the freedom back in your life by simply sending your products to us. We take care of everything else. And finally, create time. Now, obviously each task takes time, and prep takes a huge chunk of time because that's just how it is. It's very hard to reduce the time that items take to prep. Obviously you can get more people, but then that's meaning more money. Now this takes us on to a picture that I really love, and it's what I take into consideration with every decision we make within a business. And that is time, money, and effort. Now when you're outsourcing something, you should have one of these three things available. If you don't have a lot of money, then you will likely need to put more time or more effort in. If you put all the effort in that you possibly can, then you maybe need to spend more time on it so that that effort is prolonged, or spend more money on it, making it more efficient. Now, if you've taken the most time, then you maybe need to put more effort, again, making it more efficient within that time, or more money, again, making it more efficient. Now, this is something that I take into consideration with every business decision I make. So linking this to an e-commerce business, maybe you're an e-commerce business that has money sat in the bank, but you are tirelessly working day in, day out. Why not spend that money and invest that on gaining some of your time back, and then you can then put your efforts elsewhere. If you're not involved in the business at all, maybe that is the route you want to go, but maybe you want to be a bit more involved in the business, then why not put your effort into something that is not prep and something that's going to take your business to the next level elsewhere. And that also links to time. If you put your time into something else, not the prep, which takes, like I said, a huge chunk of time, you may be able to take your business to the next level without even realizing it. So I think that's enough of me bigging our business up. I'm now going to kind of go through what results and feedback we've had so that you can see it firsthand from the clients we've currently got, how good outsourcing your prep is and what it's done for other people. So we offer a free trial all year round, and you simply get 50 items on Amazon FBA, or we work out an equivalent on another e-commerce site where you can trial our service to make sure not only that you're happy with the service, but to make sure that you're happy with your decision of outsourcing the prep. We've got a 5-star feedback on Google, which you can see by just typing FA Prep UK into Google. You can see our reviews on there. I think we've got almost 30 reviews now, and we've had many businesses grown from 3 figures to 5 figures, 6 figures. Like you saw in the video earlier on, Harry, he's been with us quite a while now, and like he said, he was sending in 500 items a month, and now he sends over 6,000. So he's taken his business 10 times bigger just by outsourcing his prep, which he couldn't have done because he was at university. So he's done this all while being at university. Now here's just 3 of the reviews that I randomly picked from Google. So we've got Edgar, who said, great service from Devan and the warehouse team, always helping to support with any shipment issues and always goes above and beyond to meet our company needs. Definitely recommend using the prep center. Like I said, customer service is huge, and that clearly shows in the reviews that we get. Jason said that he'd been using FA Prep for a few months. He's not had any cause for concern, quick to respond to questions, and updates the spreadsheets to see progress. So this is somebody who's not sent in a whole lot with us. He's just kind of started on his e-commerce journey, but he said that we're quick to respond to questions. Again, customer service, and hopefully we can see Jason take his business to new levels in the coming months. Aaron said, we've been using Devan for a few months, so again, a newer seller, and our experience has been great. We just joined as COVID started to take a hold, and Devan had to adapt to the change in regulations. I've handled it brilliantly and kept us informed along the way. So this is someone who started just as the whole lockdown situation started, which did test us as a business, but we succumbed, we adapted, and we've managed to keep our clients going even through this whole period. So now you've basically seen everything that is to do with outsourcing your e-commerce business. You've seen what I'm about as the owner, you've seen what FA Prep UK is about as the business, and now we have an offer to you as a White Label Expo attendee. So we have 3 benefits of you being a White Label Expo attendee, and that is that you can save almost £25 on your sign-up. Sign-ups are usually $49.95, but using the code WLE2021, so White Label Expo 2021, you can save almost £25 on your sign up. Like I just mentioned, with a free trial, normally you have 50 items free. We are offering 100 items free or the equivalent on another e-commerce store. And finally, the biggest benefit in my opinion is you get to meet face to face with myself along with my team at the White Label Expo itself. Now don't forget, in the sign up at the very bottom there'll be a referral code section, WLE2021, White Label Expo 2021, to make sure that you get the first 2 benefits, and then we'll also hopefully see you at White Label Expo 2021. Now, where can you find us? If you want to take action or just find out a few things more before you turn up to the expedition, then you can find us on www.faprepuk.com. All the information about our service, including pricing, you can meet the team on there as well. That's all on the website, or you can just simply message us at contact@faprepuk.com. That will come through to our team, and if you've got any questions, we'll be happy to help. Now, at the expedition itself, if you're wanting to book a meeting, you can do that on the White Label Expo London website, or if you simply just want to browse around and come see us at some point during the day, we are at stand WL475, and then that is next to the Amazon Pro Seller Summit Theatre 2. So if you've got a map, the Amazon Pro Seller Summit Theatre 2 is near the top left of the map, and we're just to the right of that at WL475. Now, thank you all for watching this presentation, and if you haven't yet made a decision or are going to make a decision to outsource the prep within your business, come join us at FA Prep UK, stand WL475, and we'll see you there.